my lady.
Frederick!
Nick, Aunt, please, I have a bit of a head.
God knows you don't have to tell me that, but if you wish to retain what little you have left of it, explain the truncated trousers.
Yeah. Well, I thought I might run faster.
Then what?
Oh, then I would if my trousers were the usual length. It was a wager, you see. Catsmeat ordered this great jug of rigor mortis, and I...
Drank it all?
No, not all of it. Good grief, most of it.
I shouldn't wish you to think that I'm neglecting you. But out of season, there is still combat to be had with Stinker. So, please excuse me.
Clarence! I can stand it no longer. Freddie must be married. There is no other lawful way to dispose of him. I have selected Felicity Parslow and have rung Sir Gregory to discuss the matter. It's like a pantomime. I mention the word Parslow and he vanishes.
Hey, why the long face?
Oh, is it? No, couldn't possibly bore you with all that.
I bet you could if you tried.
Well, fairly orthodox knees up at the Pink Pussy. Cocktails were ingested, and then Oofy bet me 50 quid I couldn't do the 100-yard dash in under 12 seconds.
Oh, and you couldn't?
Oh, well, not with a duck-billed platypus jammed down my trousers, no. Oh, that was an intrinsic part of the wager, the platypus. And I thought I could do it by streamlining the leggings. But 2 seconds into the race, the ruddy beak came off, which was pretty disconcerting.
Oh, not least for the platypus.
Oh, no, he was stuffed. As am I. Governor, this is,
Niagara Donaldson. But I generally answer to Aggie.
No good. Can't get that at all.
Niagara. Like the big waterfall.
Heavens, that must have caused raised eyebrows around the font.
My father's American.
Well, somebody has to be. This is all very stimulating, but I fear I have other business. Please forgive me.
Stuff?
Oh, yes. Oofy's after me for 150 quid.
Harvest Festival, McAllister. Is she bigger than Sir Gregory's, do you think?
Sir Gregory's good, there'll be a mickle, spruggy bairn compared to her. I named her Desdemona. You didn't think the name improper?
Good Lord, no. I just met a charming young woman named after a natural wonder. A Cheops. No, that's man-made.
Niagara.
No, something more exotic. Stromboli.
Hello, everyone. My, that pumpkin. She's really bony.
Isn't she? Guaranteed to kick Stinker into a cocked hat, wouldn't you say?
I would.
I'd counsel you not to be o'er familiar with his lordship, Hen. And beware the bairn-faced loon.
So you are enjoying the university, Miss Parslow?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Felicity, lovely gardens here at Blandings. Why not take a squint? Yeah.
Charming girl.
Can we not beat about the bush? You reckon there's a match to be made? Your nephew, my niece. Fact is, Constance, your nephew couldn't find his backside with an illustrated guidebook.
Your niece is unusual.
And attractive.
To other unusual girls, possibly. I'll put up with yours, Sir Gregory, if you'll put up with mine.
In that case, I have terms.
Name them.
Emsworth. This silly rivalry he insists on perpetuating. It's pigs, pumpkins. It's got to stop. I wish to enter such competitions unchallenged by your brother. Harvest Festival, and so on. I want to win. I shall leave Felicity here for the rest of the day.
Yes, please do. I'm sure this can all be arranged to our mutual satisfaction, without difficulty.
Good afternoon.
No difficulty at all.
Peach, you didn't see me. Very good, sir.
Beach, did you see Mr. Frederick? No, because he told you that you didn't. Did he remember to tell you that you also didn't see the young woman that he was dragging by the hand? No, so you're at liberty to tell me about her. Who is she?
She is Miss Niagara Donaldson, your ladyship.
Donaldson? Doesn't sound terribly encouraging. Define Miss Donaldson.
Her uncle is the gardener McAllister, my lady.
Bring me Lord Emsworth.
Yes, your
And
ladyship.
then bring me McAllister.
Yes, your ladyship.
Can I assist you, Sir Gregory?
McAllister, is it not? Do you know, McAllister, you should consider coming to work for me. You might find me more appreciative. Let me give you my number. Let's see. Ah, yes. So,
You've written it on a £5 note.
really? Oh, yes. Better hang on to it then.
Freddie might well propose to her. Well, God knows, he proposed to a cushion if it had tassels on it and succumbed to his vacuous conversation. McAllister is her uncle. Imagine her father. Do you really want him sitting next to you at dinner, breathing on your cheese, trifling with your cigars, and gargling your brandy? I will explain this one last time. I have identified a highly appropriate girl for Freddie. Her name is Felicity. Felicity.
Felicity, Felicity.
She has acquired at the university a very interesting personal style.
Well, as long as she doesn't dress like a man and smoke a pipe.
McAllister, my lord.
Remember, you're an Emsworth.
Ah, McAllister, there you are, jolly good. Her ladyship feels... well, I struggle to describe quite how her ladyship feels. Lovely morning.
Yeah.
Now, there really is no gentlemanly way of saying this. I'm just going to have to say it. Everglades. I know that's not quite correct, but you know of whom I speak.
Niagara.
Precisely. McAllister, it has to stop.
What has to stop, my lord?
The friendship with my son Frederick.
What?
You did not know. Oh, my dear fellow. Frederick and Miss Great Lakes, they're sweethearts.
Yon clockwork cretin shall ne'er lay a fickle finger upon the fragrant person o' my niece.
I take your point of view, but the fact is, McAllister, Miss Grand Canyon's visit to Blandings probably has to be curtailed.
She's no visiting. She's my tenant.
I thought she was your niece.
She's my niece and my tenant. She pays me £2 a week.
£3. Oh, does she? Good heavens. Well, what if I was to offer you £3? By which I obviously mean £4.
It is neither remuneration, my lord. It is the principle. I warn ye, if there's any further attempt to remove Niagara from my dwelling, I shall resign my post.
My dear fellow, you clearly cannot do that. No, consider Desdemona.
Ye consider her. Moreover, if I find your poon-strick son canoodling with my niece, I shall suspend him for rafters like a flitch o' bacon.
Oh.
Who is Desdemona?
Oh, Connie, do you ever pay attention to the names that matter? She's my pumpkin. Directly after my interview with McAllister. I went to the greenhouse to inspect her, and her skin was wrinkling. It's like the terrible climax to Ryder Haggard's She in there.
Can you not see that alliance with this Niagara Donaldson besmirches the honour of the Emsworths? If you're ever to exert even the slightest authority over this family, you must assist me with Felicity Parslow.
Just admitted that. I thought you said...
Yes, I did. In a moment you'll have forgotten about it. It'll be of no consequence. A hallmark, I find, of our general conversation.
Felicity. Pretty name.
Yeah, I say, old boy, you haven't seen a corking little redhead about the place, have you?
No.
Threepwood, F.
Parslow, F.
Oh.
Oh! You've met Felicity. Good. Now be quiet. All undergraduates are the same. They wear extraordinary clothes and try to unsettle people. She will grow out of it once she's married. To you. You shall consent to this union, Freddie. Would you not die in battle for the honour of the Emsworths?
Yes, I would. Infinitely preferable to a life of sharing the marital toothbrush with a girl called Parslow.
Don't talk rot. Marriage is not about sharing anything. It's about property and succession. Oh, stop howling like an impaled baboon. Think of your duty. Miss Parslow, do you need a light for that pipe?
Glass of port, Mr. Frederick. Lubricates the brain.
I mean, you've seen the girl, Beach. She clearly cranks the starter with a motion that's not factory approved, and I'm supposed to ask her to marry me?
Is Miss Donaldson aware of your intention to propose?
No, wrong girl. Aunt C's putting the heavy roller on me to pop the question... Beach, you're a ruddy genius. Right question, wrong girl.
I might have known it!
Hello, Parslow.
I'm taking a very strong line on the protection of the pumpkin, and trespass again, you'll find yourself in custody.
What? What?
You've been warned. Hasn't your sister even bothered to speak to you?
Yes, of course he speaks to me.
So what do you say, man? Yes or no?
Yes, on the whole,
All right, then. Good. Now, all you need to do, Answorth, as agreed with Connie, is stop this ruddy nonsense, eh? Lay down your arms.
No. Careful, that's it. Yeah, careful.
Lay down your pumpkin. And as for your pig, wrap her up in a bow and send her around.
Miss Donaldson, we met but a few hours ago, and we kissed once. Twice. Proportionally, that is a 50% increase in our intimacy. Now, look, would you mind awfully anteloping with me?
Was that a dance?
Oh, well, there could be dancing.
Oh, you mean will I run away with you and get married? Okay.
Really? This is fantastic. Look, I'm pretty strapped for boodle. Do you have a bit of cash for a couple of train tickets?
It's a slightly worrying question, Freddie, but well, yes, I do.
Top. Meet you at the pigsty. Yeah.
But how romantic!
150%. Hurrah!
My darkest fear, McAllister, is that Parslow's ruddy pumpkin is portlier than mine.
Ah, you should fear for your son. Truffling around that dainty petticoats of my niece, I warned ye.
No, don't concern yourself about Frederick. He's getting married. Yes, it's all settled to that girl, the peculiar name.
Niagara?
Very possibly.
And you endorse this marriage?
I do, McAllister. Dear fellow, it really is no concern of yours. Let us discuss fertilizer.
Lord Hemsworth, the situation is untenable. I resign your employ.
Angus, no. You can't. What about the silky flesh of Desdemona?
You think on it, man. Ah, come on, what you pack my bag.
No, not Niagula. No. Freddie's marrying the Parslow girl. But he can't do that. He can't do that.
Clarence, now, whatever are you doing that for? Always showing off. I suppose it's for some sort of bet.
Oh, actually, it's quite simple.
Calamitous news!
What?
McAllister has resigned. I'm not quite sure how it happened. I was very... good gracious.
Oh, hello, Governor.
Now listen to me, Frederick. You are not to Parslow Miss Mary. Understood? Anybody but her.
Huh?
Your aunt has a demented ambition to marry off to some sort of cushion.
Well, can I marry Miss Donaldson?
Yes, absolutely, whoever she is. Stop squawking my name like some bloody multicoloured sis up here. Mind your fingers.
Parrot.
Thank you. What are you doing upside down? Don't answer that, no time. Moreover, did you or did you not have some infernal agreement with Stinker about me giving him the Empress? I'm too angry to listen and hear you out. I am going to my room.
So am I.
Well, I said it first. So Yabu sucks and no returnsies.
Childish, so childish.
Can't hear you.
For a child.
Waste your breath. Can't hear you.
I'm not chasing you. I'm not chasing you.
Beach! I blundered terribly. I must speak to McAllister.
He left you this note, my lord, advising you of his new position.
Squeaky thing. Uncomfortable seat. Oil on the trouser cuffs.
Bicycle, my lord.
Quick as you can. Oh, Angus. How could you?
You're sacked. Get lost. McAllister? Have a sticky willy. Go on. Have a large one. Constable Piper.
Reporting for duty, sir.
Through the bench, I've been able to secure young Piper as the Pumpkin's personal bodyguard.
Be a good fellow, will you, and cut me down?
Yeah.
Felicity?
Yeah.
Do you ever say anything that isn't a monosyllable?
Occasionally.
Oh, little less of a sissy with a bit of colour in your teeth.
Yes, my entire bloodstream has congregated in my head. But look, I thought you blew the flugelhorn from the speaking end.
Oh, Lord, no. Perfectly regular embouchure. And I know how to work all the vowels.
All the
Yeah, when I come home, I drag up like this to ward off all the ghastly bores my father wants me to marry.
Well, I'll be...
Be careful what you wish for, matey. Ticky, ticky, ticky.
No, this is not what it looks like.
You wouldn't hit a chap in glasses, would you?
Miss Niagara Donaldson.
What about that?
I'm just checking. I'm going to have a word with your uncle. McAllister? Ooh.
Oi! Dismount the apparatus! Are you taking the... Get off that bike!
My dear fellow.
Don't you dear fellow me, mate. Right. Name?
My name?
No, Granny's name.
Rosalind Elspeth.
What's your name?
Lord Emsworth. Were baptised Clarence. 9th Earl. At school I was called Fathead.
You're the Earl of Emsworth, are you, Sunshine?
Well, no, I was never called Sunshine. No.
Give up your real name, chummy, or I'm putting the cuffs on you.
He's Lord Emsworth.
Are you saying you'll vouch for this man, sir?
Attended his perk for 20 years. I'll vouch for the fool.
Right. Well, we'll say no more about it.
Oh. Taking my bicycle. McAllister! Your delightful niece, whose name inevitably escapes me, she isn't going to marry Frederick. No, in fact, she punched him in the face, so it's all going to be wonderful. You can come back.
I took Sir Gregory's stucky willy.
Did it touch your lips?
It did not.
Well, I'm sure we may consider you untainted. Angus, what do you say? Desdemona, there's still time to present her to the festival. Ah, oh, good gracious, my dear fellow. Oh, you are one in a million. Oh, yes.
Between the two of us, we could make a very passable panda bear. Don't suppose you want to get married, do you, and all that sort of rot? Perfectly ghastly prospect for all concerned. But, well, it seems to be required. So, hold the nose and think of England? Feel up to it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's your monosyllable of choice? Yeah. Well, so be it. Jolly old bombs away. Should we kiss?
I don't think that's necessary.
No.
There could be tickling, though. Ticky. Ticky. Ticky.
Beach. Advance warning. We may be preparing the castle for an event. A marquee may be required. What?
I did not speak, your ladyship.
And I heard you not doing it. Out with it.
I was perusing Society Spice, your ladyship, and I encountered some intelligence which I felt obliged to confide in Lord Emsworth. I'm uncertain if he has grasped the significance of it.
All right, Beach, off we go. I am in command of the information. I've rectified everything. I've re-engaged McAllister. Moreover, Beach has found out the queerest thing. Nicaragua is the sole heiress of Hiram K. Donaldson, the Biscuit King. Yes, she stands to inherit millions of dollars. Isn't that extraordinary? In fact, there she is now, going for a walk with some sort of suitcase.
Do you want a bit and all, Jimmy?
Harvest Festival in an hour. So I thought I'd come and collect Emsworth's pumpkin. Huh? So entering it for competition with my own. They're both my own, de facto. We also must fix surrender of the pig.
Felicity, you're amusing. but extremely strange. You shall not marry Freddie. Parents, you're an imbecile, but I love you.
Too kind.
Be quiet. I shall not see you parted from your pumpkin or your pig.
Nonsense. What you're doing. No other man of rank would consent to the burden of Freddie Threepwood. Why, damn it, woman, we had a deal.
Sir Gregory, you're an old friend that I like and admire. But I wouldn't trust you as far as I could spit a weasel. Oh, be quiet, Freddie. Emsworth's all. Back to the house.
Beach, did you find a jug? Ah, right. Now, the secret of a really stiff rigor mortis is plenty of yellow chartreuse.
Angus! Angus! Oh, my dear fellow, good heaven! First prize, Desdemona! First prize! Hurrah!
There you are, Beach. That'll put lead in your little propelling pencil. Oh, McAllister, please apologise to your niece for my allowing my face to get in the way of her fist. If she returns to Blandings, I'd like to see her again. Please?
Freddie? You know that trouser business? How much do you owe?
Oh,
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. Just get my checkbook. In fact, no, wait. You know those silly songs that you're always playing that irritate me so much? Play one now.
Here am I, going quietly bonkers, and cause why I'm dreaming of you. Well, love's no joke when here there is a bloke like me. Going quietly bonkers, love they said, heavens above they said, it's heaven and all. Well, if this is what they call heaven, for the love of Mike, what's the other place like?
Do you know what I call this, Connie?
Capital.
I call it capital.
I feel a proper Charlie till I know that you are going quietly bonkers.
Going quietly bonkers.
Going quietly bonkers.